right, fellas. I'm coming straight out of the gate. Shit talking at its best. Me and my main man over here, Tony. We just kicking it today. We're in a new space today, but the space is not actually new. We just kicking it around today.
We brought it inside. It's a little windy outside today, and we know the weather's changing up. So, said we're gonna come in here and see how we're feeling here. I'm not a big cold person.
I feel perfect, bro.
Outside?
That's good to me.
You said outside you do?
I was outside, and it's strange, Tony, because the weather today, it doesn't seem like Christmas is going to be in the month, bro.
Well, this climate control and all that stuff, man, we probably start having summers and Christmas. I mean, probably something 90 degrees.
Yeah, that's possible. That's definitely possible.
Coming on. But, my man's back, too. Last week, the wife stepped in.
Yes,
and did a little part on the thing because my mind was busy.
Thank you, wifey. Yes.
We got through that test. We got through that, and I had some joints I wanted to throw out to him, but I had to throw them to the wife. So I might pick back up on some of that. But what you got, D? You got something for me since you've been gone a week ago?
Man, life has just been life, bro. It's just been living it and trying to get through it, bro. And
busy,
it's been busy, bro. But a good busy. I take the good busy all day long, bro. It's a good busy. Life is good. I'm in a sweet spot, right now. And, I've always been in a sweet spot, but it's just been a lot better here lately, and it just can only go north. That's the only way I travel, bro. And my thought process and my mind, everything with me, I'm going north. I'm going up. I ain't going down. So that's how I'm rolling.
I want people out there, I hope y'all doing the same, at least striving for it.
Exactly, bro. That's the key right there. You got to strive for it in order to get it.
Exactly.
But what's happening on your side, bro?
Well, same things, these things that's coming up in the news and just funny. Last week I had a couple of joints I wanted to shoot at you, but you couldn't make it. So wifey had to deal with
That's just like me making it, bro. Because that's just like me making. Brenda gonna bring the mustard, bro. She brings it, bro. I'm sorry. She's the wifey's gonna bring the mustard.
She stayed in there, but the questions were really guys. But I was talking about, man, this. We were on the topic of this gay thing, man, with these guys, right?
Okay.
And because the issues that I see with this thing, so we touched on the white situation. He had alleged. It's in court documents now that this guy. You hadn't heard about it?
No, I hadn't heard about it.
Well, yeah, this guy came out. I don't want to go through. I went through it last week. I don't want to really go through it, but everybody know that the white came out. He had contact going back and forth on the internet with this guy. He wanted to meet up, he wanted to see him and everything. Okay. And the guy met up with him to try to find. But when he got there, another guy was there dressed as a woman. I don't know if it was transvestite, trans, or whatever. Okay. And the dude was like, I ain't signed up for the threesome.
Right.
Me and you supposed to hooked up and did the thing. So anyway, I don't know if they sexually harassed him or whatever, but he went to file papers on the wife and everything. And so he, the court papers was out there that he did stuff, and everything. So it came out, and the white came out saying, he made this little video saying, what I could do, I don't know why everybody worried about what I do in my life. I could do in my life. You need to worry about your life and all that. So basically, kind of signing off or saying, trying to deflect that, it made it seem like, everybody knew it was true because it's in the court papers. Yeah. But that wasn't the first time, as I said last week, that I heard about him in these situations. So it's nothing surprising with that part of it. So that was last week. But then to kick it off, to set this week up, coming up, next thing we know, we got a guy coming out allegedly saying that Will Smith walked in on Will Smith getting bent over the couch. And
you sure it wasn't the other way around, bro?
Well, now he said Will was taking it.
Okay.
And Dwayne Martin, the former actor, and what was her name? Tisha Campbell's ex-husband, was serving him.
Oh, wow.
So we got that coming out, and I'm just like, wow, man. And some people, jaded and came, it's not true, this and that and all that. But the thing about that also is that that's not new news to me. I remember 10, 20 years ago, I heard that they were a couple. And back then, I was like, no, not the Fresh Prince. You know what I'm saying? But, man, as time has passed, these jokers doing so much. I don't put anything past you. And for something like that to come back up after all these years, and somebody saying I saw it, you got to put some kind of credence on it. But then on top of that, same week we hear and Keke Palmer, Keke Palmer was out there, and she. I don't know about her and Usher. Usher do his stage show out in Vegas.
I know he's doing residency out there.
Right, and he serenades to women. Some part in the show go out in the audience, and do one. Usually be a somewhat of a star or celebrity. Usually, that's what they show. That's what I see on social media. So Keke was one of them at one time. She had just had a baby.
Yeah,
she had just had a baby. Yeah. I don't know if the baby was one yet, maybe, but she was out there, and I think she was showing off her body because I think what she said that the baby put some meat on her. And it did. It put it in the right places. The baby fat that she got was in the right places. So she was out there with Shyt dress on or Shyt skirt and like a. I don't know.
I don't think that was staged. I don't think it was staged at all because, you going out there in a Shyt dress and Usher concert, it's going to get all the pub on the internet. Everybody's going to be talking about it. You think it wasn't staged in the sense that?
I'm pretty sure that she knew she was going to get some attention.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure
so that's why she had on the Shyt.
Yeah. She wanted to show the cheeks and everything. Okay. So she turned around like the Usher and but so anyway, what I'm getting to is that, the boyfriend, everybody was like, what her boyfriend gonna say, she out there. I mean, they ain't gonna tell you, just out there doing, but it's like, some people was like, it's disrespectful anyway. So anyway, that was passed. It was over and done, but this popping up, coming back up this week, allegations of him abusing her came out. And everything.
Is it a boyfriend?
A boyfriend, right? Abusing her and stuff, and came out. So, and then there's a phone call that's on the net or out there that she called the boy. She's talking to the boyfriend like, you got this thing with my daughter, you hitting on my daughter or whatever, and you worried about Usher. Usher's gay. You worried about Usher. Usher sleep with men, and so I'm like another thing. So I'm like, man, it's tough. So you wasn't here last week, and my thing about this, I don't care what you do what you want to do. You can do all that. I was just saying, with this doing, so many guys are so undercover. It's always been.
Yeah.
But it's so, it's even more, I think, now, or they're coming out, that these, as my wife said, it's emboldening these gay guys to try to shoot their shot at straight men. And I could tell you that from experience. So I was like, I had a situation that I named last week that like a guy around me, and I'm like, I had to tell him to get his hand off of me, you know what I'm saying? And I was just
wrong dude. Let me just say that, bro.
Yeah, man. I'm like,
I wish I was there, bro. You
should have seen. And I was like trying to say that it's just emboldening these guys, man, to think that more men go both ways than than don't, because they see these guys looking like real men or supposedly real men with families and all. Next thing you know, they.
But Tony, is it that they feel like they're emboldened to approach you to see if you are playing on their side of the field, or is it that they know that you're already on that side of the field and you just haven't come out to express that you're on that side of the field? There's a difference there, of course, because some guys, somebody is playing into that to say, listen, bruh, he ain't what he always say he is, and he may be this, just like Will Smith is saying totally the opposite of what they're saying about him. Usher saying totally the opposite of what they're saying about him. So Dwayne Martin, these jokers are saying the same thing that the gay guys out there are saying. He could be a potential dude. I don't know. I got to shoot my shot to find out.
But that's what I'm saying. So when you come approaching me, but see, that's where the problem stands at for the straight guy. Yeah. And then when the approach wasn't it wasn't obvious or nothing like that. It was like a conversation where we up at a place. And, we started this music, and he wanted to put his hand on my shoulder. I'm like, man, get off me.
I wish I would have saw that, bro. That would have been classic for me.
But that's what I'm saying. So it's not that they know. I'm not talking about the ones they do know. I'm talking about, so now when I say it's emboldening them, which my wife said, is saying a guy that's straight. Now I'm going to say, shit, man, all these dudes around here, be going. You know, they be going. So now they see a straight guy. They gonna take a child. They don't like wonder. He might go too, because so many of them are going. That's the point that I'm
somebody
making.
is tangling with them, bro.
But exactly.
Somebody is tangling with them, and so it's not that they. My thing is not that they're so emboldened, but it's like this joker here. I know that he's just exhibiting some qualities that, and I'm calling them qualities that are touching on me having a relationship with him, possibly if I approach him at it.
You saying that was that guy's thing that touched me?
Oh yeah, no doubt.
Okay, so
no doubt.
So that's but see, only reason, and I'm trying to say, I make this point is the only reason he's doing it is so many other guys are like that. So many fake straight guys are like that. So it's making them feel, but you wrong. I said, what you going to wind up having, as I said, is getting a bottle smashed up against your head in the wrong sense, you know. So that's why I'm saying. It's really fucking things up, man. And my thing was also was on par of telling why these guys don't just come out, man. I'm like, man, why they don't just come out, man? The movement is there for gay people to do what they want to do. Yeah. So why these guys just don't come out, man?
Because society is bigger than that, Tony. Society is really taking these guys to the woodshed, bruh, and they making them feel like they're less than. And
if they come
out, they're making them feel like they're less than. And I'm saying, you know, you can come out, but why do you have to have a party to come out? Why can't you just be who you are, live the way you live, and everything is all good? If I'm not coming at you in a way that is so aggressively saying that I'm going to put this on you, then you should be able to live your life and not worry about how I'm living my life.
Exactly, you should. And that's what people say. They saying it is like, why, you know, you worried about what somebody else doing, and why are you in his business? Or people like, why did he come out on Will Smith and all these things? But you got to understand the reason why these are celebrities, man. These people are out in front of your life all the time. If it's the average Joe Blow, yeah, you can tell me guy down the street, man, he got to do, everybody gonna say, yeah, you do, okay, cool. But you got these people portraying these lifestyles that these fans are loving for some type of reason because they're stars, singers, or whatever. So it is their business. Also, you could say it's nobody's business, but it is. Your whole life is their business. Your whole life is part of their business, so these things can come out. And I'm saying, I think if they came out more, they could live a better life. And I know it's hard for nothing, but I wanted to put out Ricky Martin. I remember Ricky Martin was the heartthrob. All the little girls loved Ricky Martin.
Exactly.
You know? But when he came out, now you don't talk about him. It's over. It's done. They talked about it a week after he came out and said, I think he got married and divorced or something. He's not been there. But nobody cares. Nobody cares about that anymore. So I'm saying, after you get it out, and just live
that's
your
what
life,
it should be, Tony.
Exactly.
That's the way it should be. Nobody should be focusing on the mere fact that you're gay. See, this is what I'm trying to separate. I'm trying to separate, is it the fact that you are gay, or is it the fact that when you throw in the sexual things of the gay thought process of people, what is it that just captivate us to say, oh man?
I think you're past the sexual. I think years, it was about that, man. Too, man, kiss. Yeah, you know, even women kissing, it was a thing. Now you can see.
But that was attractive to a lot of men back in the day.
Well, if you was in a threesome, it probably was. But I'm saying. But I think back in the day, it was the sexual part you're talking about. Yes. Now I don't think the sexual part is. And I think it's just because you're portraying this one side. You're showing the world, these are my kids, this is my wife, this is my family. Then you come out, this guy branding you back. So it is going to cause somebody to say, and this dude, he got a family, he got kids, and all that. So that's why I'm saying I think you should come out and say, I like men, if you like men.
But you don't have to come out and say I like women because you like women. You just like women.
But that was the norm, though. So that you don't have to do that because it's norm. It was a norm. It's becoming. It's not coming so much norm now. But that was norm. So you would never have to say that. That's what's expected. That's what God told us, men and women. That's what He put here on earth for men and women. So no one said that you had to say I like men. or women for liking men and men liking women. It's something different. If you say just to say the word gay, say the word homosexual is a word that had to be used to say these things. That wasn't norm, and now it's practically is norm in some cases.
Well, I'm thinking if it's my son or my daughter, bro, and they're gay, and for me, the mere fact is just that they're gay. It's not a mere fact that they're changed from the person that I love 5 minutes ago, an hour ago, a year ago, when they were born. Same person, different preference. It's just like me. If I say, well, today, man, I like energy drink. Not gonna name any. And tomorrow I say, I'm not doing that no more. I'm only doing Pellegrino. I'm doing water. Or something. What is the difference? I'm the same person who loves the same things. It's just that I choose this one over that one.
But Dale,
and that's my choice to do.
But Dale, the difference in everything you're saying, nobody cares about your son or daughter. Nobody knows your son but your family. So they don't care. So that's fine. But when you got people out here on the big stage in people's lives, it is one of the, you might not want it to. You might say you shouldn't. But when people... If Beyonce come out right now and say her and Jay-Z life was a farce, she only liked the girl next to her, people want to be, the beehive going to go off. They're going to go crazy. It's going to happen, Dale. It ain't about what should happen.
Yeah.
If you out there portraying a certain lifestyle and it's not there, fans and the media and everybody else going to take on. It's a whole new life. But if you're a nobody, it doesn't matter.
But for me, Tony, it says, what did that say about you? What did that say about you as a person? Now, okay, the beehive is going to go crazy because
just say fans.
Whatever happened
Let's talk say fans. Because this is who you're talking about, fans, right? I'm talking about fans.
Right, fans.
And media.
Right. They're going to go because the media has to sell it.
Exactly.
The fans have to eat it.
Exactly.
So that's a marriage in itself that does never want to get divorced.
No, that's too much money.
That's too much happening in there. Too many dynamics that they're never going to want to get divorced. The media wants to sell it. The fans want to eat it. It's just like the media is the best restaurant on earth.
Facts.
The best restaurant on earth. So let's look at that and say, well, if I don't go to the restaurant today, I ain't eating the food. I ain't going to be sitting up there having an opinion about the restaurant. I'm not going to have a review of this restaurant because I didn't eat the food.
But that's not going to happen. They're going to eat. They're going to go to the restaurant.
I get it. Every day. I get it.
The news is something. And that's the only reason people on social media now, just like we talking about it right now, it's going to get talked about. You can, no matter what I watch the Breakfast Club at times, and they be like, why are we talking about this? Because that's you. But why you talking about? Because you know that's what the people that's paying you, how you getting paid, is your audience that's there to listen to it. If you stop saying, if stuff happening, and you ain't saying nothing about it, they don't turn you off because you ain't talking about what's going on.
Where were we when the internet wasn't even in existence? So how did we? So we bought
that stuff up.
Tabloids. Exactly. I agree with that. I agree with that. I get
it was still there.
I get it. I see what you're saying. The print media was more king at that time.
People's Magazine, same stuff was in there.
You're right.
It was still there. You was getting it some type of way.
I get it.
So it was all that.
Yeah.
So say that and even add to this now, the new another hit that's out there. Mm-hmm. So we got P. Diddy out here now. Everybody know Puffy. And everybody know about it. I'm pretty sure I heard. So Cassie, his ex-girlfriend, just sued him for abuse, sex trafficking, and assault, and
sensationalizing it.
All of that.
Because that's what it is.
But I don't know. Because he done settled after one day.
Well, he has to. Settled.
Yeah, because he has to because of why he has to.
Because he don't want that attention. That attention affects his brand, Tony.
His brand has always been affected. His brand's been affected since he's been in the business.
But his brand has kept him in the news.
Yeah.
That's where he needs to be, in the news all the time.
And that's what he is now.
So
it's negative. It's negative news, but he had to settle because he don't want to go to court with this thing. Because of the facts of it.
I get it.
And see, I've heard like I say, things don't just keep going on. These things don't just popping up. But for him to settle in day one day after she puts it out there, is it's telling to a lot of people. But all I'm saying is, one with this news, I'm saying that Hollywood is this is what it's made up, man. It's a lot of shit in this Hollywood.
But Nick Cannon said something like that, Tony. You know, I heard Nick Cannon. He said, "I live in Hollywood. This is what we do." That's what he said. Those few words he said brought it home for me. It brought it clearly home for me. He was on one of the talk shows, and he was kicking it with a guy, just about life and all these things and how they, women and him and things go along. And he was like, you know what? The guy asked him, man, you do that? He was like, man, this is what we do. We live in Hollywood.
And Hollywood is a fantasy land.
And he laughed about it and he cracked about it, and I was like, well, yes, it is.
It's a fantasy land. It's a fantasy land. That's what I believe. I say you go there, you're in there, and they're doing a lot of things that people in the real world don't even realize they're doing because you're not there. And it's made up to be. If you done heard so many people say, I got to get out of here. People done moved away because they know they have to move away unless they want that lifestyle, because it's a different lifestyle and everybody can't take it. And it's all about what you want in your life. Some people are money hungry, and money means everything. Money and power means everything to some people, and they're willing to do whatever to get it.
I get it.
To keep it.
I get it.
And to stay in that lifestyle,
But I mean, Tony, at the end of the day, it's a lifestyle that they chose.
I don't think they did choose it.
I think they didn't know.
That's when I sit here and I tell people, I say, stop trying to be rich and famous. Stop looking at the rich and famous and try to be happy. When people first choose to get into that life, they don't know what they're getting into.
So you get sucked in. That's what you're telling me.
Yeah, exactly. You don't know. And I'm not saying every individual. Some people might, if their family was in that business, they should know about it. But the little girl and the little boy who's growing up watching TV, all he sees is the bright lights, the nice cars, the girls, the guys, and all of them look like they're having fun. The BET Awards, the Oscars, that look great. Man, I want to be up there. They don't know what they're getting sucked into till they get in there and they start signing them dotted lines, man. So they don't know the change. And it's things you getting into and you saying, you got to do this if you want to stay here. And they don't know. Man, they make a choice. Then they make their choice. When they get them contracts and they have to sign, say, this is what's going on now. And you get to see, if you hear Cat Williams and all, so we don't went to go to parties and things. You ain't know nothing about this, what's going on. You ain't know these parties are going. Can't say you open that door and say, oh, right. And he's making jokes, but at the same time, it's facts.
Yeah.
So I'm saying they don't know what they're getting into until they sign them dotted lines, man. So,
but I can tell you, every time you see a celebrity out there making news, in their mind, they're making money. All news is always a money maker, good or bad. It's gonna make you
all
money.
Publicity, all
publicity, all news, all of that under the same umbrella. You go. The ultimate goal for these folks, I don't know. I'm calling you. Check me out. Check me if I'm wrong. Is to just make sure that you stay in the news, you stay relevant.
Stay relevant. That's how you make your money.
And that's a good thing because we're talking about it now. And I'm talking on the outside of it because I really don't know a lot about it, how it goes into it. But I know enough about it to say, listen, I heard that story. I heard that story about Dwight Howard. I heard the story about P. Diddy and the other guy, Will Smith. I hear those stories, but in the end of the day, I don't give a flying finagle about any of that, Tony.
But that's you, Dale. That's you. But you're not the average. You're not the average fan.
I get
it. You're not the average fan, and you're in the minority.
I get it.
You're the very minority. So it's fine with you, but that ain't who we talking to. We talking to the fans out there, and that's who is affecting the fan. It shouldn't. It shouldn't. Nothing Beyonce say, nothing nobody say to the Beehives need to mind their business and do whatever they had and get their life together. You know what I'm saying? But that's not gonna happen. It's not. They still gonna sit on here with their Twitter fingers and do what they do to get into that lifestyle. They're going to sell their rent money to go see her when she comes to the stadium and all that and feel like that's the best thing in their life.
But you're dealing with you're dealing with marketing geniuses because but then again, they maybe not geniuses. Maybe I'm giving them too much credit for their marketing skills because if you look at it, you don't have to go out and do a lot to recruit new members into this club. The members are already born yesterday, today, to be into this club because the lead person who's going to be raising them is going to raise them right into that whole club, and there's no change in it at all.
Because so if you a parent, you want to have your kids sitting there getting sucked into that lifestyle. But if your mama and daddy was into it,
I'm saying, what makes a difference?
Exactly,
it's no different. So it's not that they're marketing geniuses, and some are. Don't get me wrong, but bruh, when you got a captive audience like that, bruh, it's hard for you to miss. But and you got to hit bullseye most of the time.
That's why they show you this lifestyle. All you see is the glitz and the glamour. That's what I try to get through. Stop looking at the glitz and the glamour of this thing in Hollywood, because you're gonna get sucked in. You get sucked into thinking that's a lifestyle. As we talked about the happy thing, how many stars that you thought commit suicide, drug overdose, all these things, and the drug overdose is just like suicide because they're killing themselves when you're taking so much drugs that you can overdose. Yeah. You're killing yourself for something you're not happy with. Yeah. You're not happy to take those many drugs. It's like the dude on the street, the dude on the corner, the homeless guy who's overdosed out there. He's something wrong with him. He's taking those type of drugs. So if you hear any star overdose, it's because they fucked up and not happy.
But he's homeless too. He's a star's homeless. He's just in a different type of homelessness, bro. Yeah. He's just in a functional homelessness as opposed to
homeless up here.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. Exactly. Yeah, he's homeless too. And the mere fact that we glorify that or promote it or put it on another ship going north. No, the jokers are going south. They're going down. They don't care,
but the people on the puppets behind them are steady making money.
What they're doing, the operative word is money. Making money.
They don't care if he died. They don't care if the guy died.
Well, he has to die.
Yeah.
He must die, Tony, because when he died, the platform gets larger and larger and larger and larger. I mean, you can't live and then just sit there and be the man all the rest of your life.
And you brought that up over the Don, and it's even on another note. They even telling me now, and this is what I'm hearing, that record companies are taking life insurance policies out on these rappers.
You think they would not?
Taking life insurance out on these rappers now. So they like, we gonna get paid when you die. So keep on out here, glorifying, running the street. Who you gonna kill? How much drugs you make? So when you die, we gonna say, "Oh, he gone now," but we still getting that. We still getting that bag when you die, and
we're gonna still sell his catalog to somebody when he's dead and gone. We're gonna sell that catalog, bro. I guarantee you. And that's the way it rolls. And if you believe it, if you believe that I'm lying to you, just look at the receipts I can bring of the rappers and the jokers out here who just whittle away. Actors,
everybody know. They know.
Dancers.
You just don't look at it. They just don't look at it like that. In the little, they look at their services and everybody crying and everybody care. We gonna miss them and all that. And man, please, you let these people come out here and rock themselves to death. You let them. You saw which way they were going. A lot of people see these people in the state they're in before they get to that bottom line. Now, Matthew Perry just died.
Yeah.
Now, I didn't hear if I know he had a drug problem, and it's like I don't know. I didn't hear the.
Are you surprised?
Well, I don't know if he died.
I'm a drug problem.
No. I'm not surprised at any entertainment. Yeah, I'm not surprised at. But what I was getting at, I don't know if they labeled the cause of his death. I haven't heard.
Overdose. Oh yeah.
Have you heard?
No, I haven't heard. Nah. But I can tell you, Tony, he is just one of a billion. A billion. I said with a B, billion of people out here who have died because of the issue that it's not so much the drug. That's the focus of it, but it's up here. It's the mental illness thing that's up here. It's the demons that they're fighting every single day that they cannot get rid of, bruh. And if you can get rid of those demons, bruh, you start to live a more simplified life, a more focused life, a more life going north, as I always say, guys. Going north, if you start living that type of life, I'm telling you that, bruh, you ain't going to be happy with it until you actually think you're going south.
And if you're in that business, I
South.
think the only way you can go north in that business is to get out that business. Is
I
to
agree.
back up out of that
I agree.
business. You know,
I agree.
because
I agree.
I think it's really the industry is really devil's industry. Really, you know, like I say, the glitz and glam, it looks good. It's devil's playhouse. Really,
It's like any other hustle, Tony. It's like any other hustle. When you get into the hustle for one reason, you get sucked into it. You can't hold on to what you got sucked into it, and then you're like, I got to get out of it, but I can't get out of it, and I got to find another way to stay in it and in it and in it.
You got a lifestyle.
You got a lifestyle that you show.
Lifestyle, and you want to be. You don't want to be a has-been. You don't want to be called a has-been.
I get it.
But you should be smart. If you're smart enough, you'll be like, I ain't worried about that. This shit. And I have heard some people have stepped away. And I ain't gonna say some people have said, man, they tried to ask me to do this and do that. I told man, they can kiss that, and I rolled. And they stepped out the business. So it is people that's out there that's not willing to sell their soul, literally sell their soul to make it in the business. So
because Tony know what right looks like, bruh. And when I say when they know what right looks like, somebody got to them at some stage in their life and said that this is not it, and it's stuck. For so many of us, we're just willing to not let what we learn stick. We're willing to give it up just to see if we can do it like everybody else, and we never could.
I think you got to have morals and value. I think you got to come up with morals and value that you're not ready, that you're not willing to just give up on when you get into these things. I think if you come up in a space where you have your morals and values are bigger than that picture of seeing yourself in the limelight, you would you make that decision to exit. Stage left.
Yeah, stage left. Yeah, stage left.
Stage
left. Go left. Because you ain't going right.
Definitely ain't, man. So said all of that. I mean, it got bundled into a lot of different stuff, but all of it coming together.
It's an umbrella, Tony. We live under a true umbrella of life, bro. Yeah. And I'm saying, if you think of an umbrella and it's all the things that's under it, all the prongs that holds it up to keep the water off of you. That's what we are living in this world right now. Well, not right now, forever, since as long as probably the world has existed. Exactly. There's so many different things coming out of the sky at us. Water drops, for one. But we try to shield ourselves with that umbrella to say, okay, man, you know what? This umbrella going to keep me where I want to be. It's going to keep me dry. I'm not going to get wet like you are getting out there because you ain't got no umbrella. But everybody lives under that umbrella of life. It's just that simple, bro. And whether you want to step out in the rain, that's on you. Or you want to stay under the umbrella, that's on you. But, bro, you got to decide which is better. Which one is going to get me to where I want to go? And it's the hardest thing on the planet to do, Tony. You can't do it.
And it's just because I think it's because of the money aspect. I mean, some people live to be rich. I mean, or to think they're rich, and I think that's what society makes people want. I mean,
to be rich.
Yeah, I mean, that's if you ain't rich, you ain't nothing.
Bro, we're the biggest marketing tool. As I said, society is the biggest marketing tool on the planet, bro.
But if people felt, if you was rich on side, you felt a little like me on the inside, you feel good about all that other stuff would matter, man. I'm gonna tell you.
You got to fight, Tony. You got to fight those demons, bro. Yeah. You got to fight those demons, and we all get to fight demons throughout our life. Don't get me wrong. And I hate to carry the conversation on a somber note, but bruh, we got to deal with the mental illness. We got to deal with that mental illness, and there's jokers out there right now. I know on the net. You hit us up. Let us know if I'm off base, because if you deal with the mental illness part of things, and I say illness, some people don't think it's an illness to think that way. Obviously, some people think that I got the illness. My mind is not right. You know what I mean? What I'm living is not right.
I don't think anybody in the business will tell anybody that you got a mental illness if all you thinking about is getting money. You're on a hustle, man. You're on man. You got the hustle, and let me tell you, that's what I heard a guy say this before that if you're not out here always trying to get money, then you wasting your life. And I kind of was figuring, I was like, because right now I ain't out here trying to get no money. I'm like, yeah, wasting. But I'm like, feel good what I'm doing right now. You know that I can sit back and I ain't on no hustle.
Come on.
I ain't out here trying to still get it. Still on no path. I ain't got none of them. So I was like, well, am I just wasting it now on myself or what? But people will tell you, you got to always be out there trying to get that bag.
And you don't. Like you just said, how you feel that you don't have to get out there and get the money no more. Yeah. That's what his opinion is. See, everything is so opinion. How can I say this? It's your opinion. Mm-hmm. It will never be aligned in the same way all the time. You will find a difference of opinion what makes the world go around.
True that.
It's just that simple. So when you sit up there and say, man, I'm gonna tell you, you gotta always be on your grind. You can't. I would never be. But that's your opinion. That's your thing.
Soon as you get up in the morning,
think about money, right? Hit the
ground running, and you don't stop until you get.
No, you don't.
You know, but if you got another plan, if your plan got you where you want to be at,
exactly.
You ain't got to be on that other man's plan. And that's where I'm at right now. Exactly. I'm just laid back and chilling right now. And if some other stuff come up, it come up. But I'm not on no grind, on no hustle.
Hey, I get it, bro. I get it because, I mean, when you start to grind and hustling and you going the wrong way and you can't get out of it, which is it's going to happen, you will not be able to get out of it. Bro, Tony, I'm telling you, I came, just to hang out with you today and so we can shit talk this thing at its best all day long. I'm thinking, man, this is what life should be for somebody. This is really what life should be. I ain't got to worry about just talking shit. And I'm saying, bruh, I'm not affected about anything around anybody else but me right now. You know what I mean? My focus. Right. What am I doing after I leave this podcast? Right. What am I doing when I leave this earth in a sense? Most people don't think about that, but you got to know. See, for me, I get up in the morning, not every morning, but I get up and I think, you know what? What's the afterlife about? What is the afterlife? What does what I do in this life affect the afterlife? Or is there an afterlife? I don't know.
I don't know either.
But how do I approach this life thinking of the future of life?
But that's something different on me. I got to go back to something, but I'm gonna try to make my point on this. And I don't think of that. I think, and I'm just saying, for what I know, we got one life to live, and that might not be true. I don't know what's going to happen in the afterlife. Mm-hmm. So I say I try to make the best of this life that I have right here. So that's the way I go with my head set. I don't know what's in the afterlife, if it's any afterlife, if that's it, it's over, or it's reincarnation. I don't know, but I know right now all I can focus on is doing the best on this one right here.
Gotcha. I get it, bro. I get it.
But that's cool, D. But we said the hustle, that we were talking about the hustle and grind, and we were talking about people hustle and grind. And this is out of Hollywood. I want to get to the people that hustle and grind in normal society. That people have always got these get rich schemes. These want to get rich schemes, and I would mention something to you about the susu back in the day. You said you didn't know.
Right.
It was a pyramid. I mean, I know a lot of people did. I got a few dollars taken from me in that dough. I only got a few. I didn't let them suck me up. It's one of the same pyramid. Put money in, get other people to put money in, and you get money. Now, if you do it right, if you do it early, if you don't want to break off early, you're gonna get broke off.
That sounds like that hustle thing. Sounds like that life of hustle.
That's all it was. It's that get rich scheme. And we have so many people with these, man, that believe that. It's been so many pyramids over the years, man. I don't know. I mean, I done heard. I remember it was a phone call. Remember when long distance? Remember when you had to pay for long distance?
Yeah,
like that,
right. Long ago,
we had to pay for long distance.
I gotta pay. I can't stay on here too long, man. I gotta go, bro. This ain't
just
working.
Call them and say hi, and then hang up. Call them and say hi, then hang up, because you know that long distance.
That's funny.
So I remember they came out with some plan. I think it was MCI or someone came out with a plan, and they had these jokers. Get somebody you can call certain people as much as you want, as long as they come in on your plan, and you get some people to come in on your. So they started, that was it. And it just was one pyramid after another, man.
And I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna take this break real quick, and then we're gonna come back to it, and we're gonna hit Tony on this pyramid, bro. I gotta think on this one, bro.